Thank you very much. So members, welcome to the Committee on Procedures. The meeting is now in public session. The meeting will be recorded and broadcast throughout Parliament buildings and online. You're welcome to use your mobile phones as long as they're in airplane mode and devices are muted. It's not permitted to take photographs or record any of the meeting. And I would like to take the opportunity to welcome Cheryl Brownlee on her first meeting. Dear love you. And also on behalf of the committee to give our thanks and appreciation to William Irwin, who has now departed us, lucky him, for his contribution, of course, to the work of the committee over the past 16 months. And we'll maybe send off a wee letter to William just to give him a thanks on behalf of all of the committee. So members, given this is Cheryl's first meeting, just to for anyone, if anyone has any relevant interest that they need to declare with regards to any points that we have. We normally do this at the start of when you join, and then we don't need to do it from now on. Yeah, okay. So we'll move on to the agenda item 1, which is apologies, and we have apologies from Cara, of course, who's away on her honeymoon, lucky duck. But I don't believe that there's any other apologies, so we may be joined shortly by the others. Anyone else aware of any other apologies? No. Okay. Members, so moving on to our draft minutes, agenda item 2, and that's at your meeting pack on pages 5 to 8. Just to check, are you content that the minutes are a true reflection of the proceedings of the meeting held on the 10th of September? If there's no issues, it's all okay? Yeah, I'll go on ahead and sign those then. Thank you very much. So agenda item 3 is matters arising. There are no matters arising at this, well, there's no matters arising, full stop. But I'm going to ask now members, as usual, can we go into closed session for our next parts because there may be legal issues that come up in part of this. Can we just go into closed, please? Thank you.
Committee room 20.
A few moments to go back. See, this committee's a bit more crack,
Yes.
From Trevor coming.
It's very simple.
Haven't seen petitions of concern yet.
Wait.
I know the draft.
Are we back then? Thank you very much. So the meeting's back open to the public again. Agenda item 5, Forward Work Programme. Members, the updated Forward Work Programme can be found at pages 102 and 103 of your meeting pack. Following this meeting, the committee will undertake a review of its strategic priorities over a working lunch in the private dining room on the first floor. The outcome of the review will inform the development of the work programme until Christmas, recess and beyond, probably to the end of the mandate, given how much we have achieved and how much we want to deliver going forward. So are members happy with that Forward Work Programme, or anybody else need any other information? Okay. Agenda item 6, we have 2 pieces of correspondence, pages 107 and 109 of the meeting pack, and the first is correspondence from the chairperson of the Committee for Agriculture, Environment and Rural Affairs, Robbie Butler MLA, setting out that the committee's concerns regarding the legislative consent motion process, including the tight time frames for scrutiny and reporting. The Agriculture, Environment and Rural Affairs Committee has asked the committee to consider a review of the LCM process as a priority, looking to provide improved scrutiny time and resources in the process when an LCM is unavoidable. Members, a review of the LCM was undertaken by the Committee on Procedures in the last mandate, but the committee didn't have time to bring the standing orders to give effect to its recommendations to the Assembly. In its legacy report, it recommended that this committee takes forward its recommendations, and the committee will be considering the priority to be given to the implementation of these recommendations at our strategic planning session after this meeting. And discussion will also cover the request by the Agriculture, Environment and Rural Affairs Committee. Just to add to that, at the Chair's Liaison Group, CLG, yesterday, it was also highlighted that there's work being undertaken on SL1s, and they would like us to look at the LCMs. I know the letter wasn't provided for your pack, but there is one has come in from CLG.
This morning.
Yeah. Okay. So what I propose at this stage is that we defer writing to Robbie to tell him about this until we've had our meeting later on to see how high up the priorities it is, if that's okay.
Yeah, I'm content with that, Chair.
Yeah. So now I'll move you to pages 110 to 113 of the meeting pack, and that's correspondence from the chairperson of the Assembly and Executive Review Committee, AERC, asking if this committee intends to conduct a review of the Assembly's legislative process in this mandate. The chairperson highlights that if any such review includes scrutiny of cross-cutting legislation, then it would be important to identify any need for coordination with the ongoing AERC review of the Assembly Committee engagement on cross-cutting executive strategies to ensure that a consistent approach and avoid duplication. AERC has asked for a response by the 30th of September. So members, just to remind you that the committee considered the possibility of undertaking a review of the Assembly's legislative process during both of the strategic planning sessions last year. In September 2024, members recognised that given the size and complexity of such a review, it was unlikely that this committee would be able to complete the work during this mandate, given the other range of priorities that need to be taken forward. Members also noted it would be preferable for such a review and any related changes to standing orders to be completed by the end of a mandate so that they could come into effect at the start of the next mandate and apply to all bills introduced. It was therefore not included on the list of priority areas of work. So I just want to seek your agreement, members, to reply to AERC, indicating that given other strategic priorities, it's unlikely this committee will be able to commence a review of the legislative process in this mandate. Now, we could also say to them, if they are doing that and they come up with changes to standard order, but like the same way that standards have come forward with one, we will certainly look at that as much as we can, but we won't be doing that in this format unless anybody has any different views.
I guess it sits much more clearly with AERC, but I mean we have I think any early oversight of anything that they do come up with is useful because it is a significant issue, as has been highlighted by a number of high-profile cases at the moment. Yeah.
I just think that if they think that we're changing the standing orders for it, it would be quite difficult to do that in this mandate, given how much more we still have to do. I'll just say petition of concern. So we'll get that off to them. Agenda item 7 is chairperson's business. There isn't any. Agenda item 8. Anybody, any other items of business that you wish to raise at this meeting before our strategic? No. Then date, time and place of next meeting is here on Wednesday the 8th of October at 10 a.m. in room 21. And that is us. The meeting is now adjourned. If we can be
Committee Room 21. Sound